But that last night lasts a while, doesn't it? Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome in to more Elden Ring. Non-stop Elden Ring. There has been stops. I haven't been streaming as much as I would have liked to have been. But you know, life finds a way to get in the way. Yeah, I've just been really tired and bummed down with work, so but anyway. May as well get this started. Yeah, this is me just chatting over more pre-recorded gameplay. Hello? Okay. Microphone just kind of had a fit there for a sec. Yeah, just me talking more pre-recorded gameplay. I kind of like the format. I feel more chill. Like, if I'm playing the game, I'm obviously quite stressed. If I'm not doing well, I can get quite salty, which then, translates into... Oh, yep, loaded into the wrong character. GG me. Yeah, this is unedited, by the way. All the mistakes are in. Okay, you get to see them all. Yeah, I kind of like this format. It's a bit more chill. Like I say, if I'm salty, it translates very hard into the commentary. Not that there's much commentary of any particular note. Perfect Frostmage, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So yeah, I decided I'm not interested in doing this catacomb, and because I read up that when you finish the game, it doesn't just launch you into New Game Plus like the original Dark Souls did. You actually can just still piss about and do all the open world stuff, so I figured I may as well just finish the game. I'm sick of hiding from spoilers and not being able to watch like lore videos and stuff. So yeah, I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to finish the game. And then I can just go about, do all the open world stuff. I might try and get all the achievements. I'm usually not really bothered about achievements. I'm just perfectly happy playing the game. But I don't know, I might. Last stream, the stream was still a bit choppy and delayed, which made me sad. I noticed here, when I was watching someone else's playthrough, I missed one of the... I missed one of the legendary armaments, hence that message I failed, because I think they probably did the same. And I don't think we can get it at this point. I even tried going up, like, oh, maybe maybe I can get it further up. No, it stops you right there, which sucks. Apparently there's a dragon that I can fight here. I need to look that up. Lots of stuff that I need to look up, and this won't be the only playthrough I do, and I will actually be doing playthroughs more focused on melee, so yes, I will actually have to fight bosses instead of using the magic cheese. But to be fair, I have had a lot of fun doing the magic cheese, and you might even see a little bit of it here, although not much of it. The magic cheese, some people maybe are able to get it to work like consistently. It kind of dropped off for me around like the late game. It's good against like mini bosses and really tough like basic enemies, but a lot of the late game bosses just move around a lot. Oh yeah, RP walking. We know what's up.
To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle unto eternity. My fellow.
Okay, so that first one didn't go too well. Look. Alright, I'm already embarrassed enough. Don't clip that. Look, at least maybe my Mimictyr was able to win the fight in that universe where I died. But yeah, it's interesting that Gideon pops up and he says, you know, like, no one will take the throne. Because we thought that he was, like... that there was that kind of dynamic of just like, oh yeah, we'll work together and, you know, at least one of us will become Elden Lord sort of thing. And here he's like, no one's going to become Elden Lord. It's a weird one. Let me know if the audio needs turning down, by the way. So yeah, we're quite heavily relying on the Moonlight Greatsword over our magic cheese. And I have to say, give
in my bones, a tarnished cannot become not even you.
strike pose, hell yeah. Mary Poggins is no man. That's right, we're going Lord of the Rings on us to shit now. Oh my god, Lord of the Rings mixed with JoJo. Can we make it happen? So yeah, that was an alright fight. It was pretty interesting they used a mix of magic and faith stuff. Even blood magic. And he used the Scarlet Rot spell. I think he just has all the spells. I think he is the ultimate mage. Well, was. Yeah, I haven't really looked like massively into the lore of the game. Obviously, like I said, I was avoiding spoilers. And I'll probably look into it a bit once I'm done with this playthrough. But no, from like what I've heard about so far, yeah, what I've heard about so far, the lore is extensive. I actually read a tweet thread the other day. It was about the knight who's on the like box cover art. Hang on, let me see if I can. Well, you know what the box cover art looks like. It's got the knight kneeling down under the Elden Ring with a sword plunged into the ground. That knight is actually called Vike, and he's quite not a big part, but he is part of the Flame of Frenzy questline. He is a Tarnish that came before, who, long story short, there was like a dragon that took the form of a human. It took the form of a maiden, and she was Vike's maiden. And I don't know if they were in love or whatever, but basically Vike knew that he would have to sacrifice her in order to become Elden Lord, and he didn't want to do that. So he went the path of the Flame of Frenzy to, you know, burn himself instead of her. You fight him outside of the Chapel of Inhibition. Oh, and you'll see, sorry, I'll just explain what I'm doing on the screen. So it made more sense to me to put my flasks and basically everything that I'm going to quickly need at a moment's notice onto my hotbar. Not on my hotbar, in my pouch. Because, you know, you can be flicking the down on your D-pad to switch your items. You could be doing that, you know, for a good few seconds longer than it takes to just open your pouch, like just hold down triangle for a second, press up at the same time, and drink a potion, you know? I thought about like equipping a bunch of items. I found out that the Mimic tier, if you have items on the equipment bar, it will use them apart from the flasks and obviously torrent. But like, yeah, usable items the Mimic tier will use. I think it might have like one unit of an item per slot. So I thought that could be helpful, but I don't think it really turned out to be that helpful in the end, as you'll see later on. Yeah, this boss is a little weird, which you'll see.
It's been a long while, Morgoth.
Morgoth.
Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Alright, show us what you got, old man. The future is now, old man. And the future is Pog. Just starts fucking slogging on the Mimic too. Hey, you're doing good, Mimic 2. You got him on the ropes. Good posture break.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Sirosh.
I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
See, yeah, that was a bit of a weird twist. Very weird transition as well. And that was just some bullshit. So yeah, was Hororolu just Godfrey all along, or was like did Hororolu like possess Godfrey with the other way around? I don't fucking know. It's fucking weird is what it is. Yeah, there's probably going to be some good fucking lore about that. Can't wait. But for the time being, really fucking weird. Not as weird as Ishin crawling out of Genoshiro's neck. Okay, that's still very much at the top of weirdest boss entrances of all time. Okay. Yeah, you see the full moon sorcery do some work today. I can only apologise about the stuttering. It is what it is, I'm afraid. Hopefully FromSoft get that patch. All I'll say about these final bosses is they have some of the most bullshit AoE I've seen, like in this game, in in any Dark Souls or FromSoft game, to be honest. The AoE bullshit is high. The AoE borscht. Yeah, I'm very eager to get the game done. I want to, like, if nothing else, just to fucking do another playthrough. Why were there so many bloodstains there? Were people just jumping off of the memes? The memes? Yeah, I think at this point I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done being Mr. Nice Miyazaki. Here we go, loading up the cheese. I hope you like it saucy. And yeah, that damage is just fucking bonkers. Like 10,000 damage in the space of, what, 5 seconds? Obviously, we can't, we have to get a cutscene interrupting our bullshit. But if nothing else, I just wanted to, get through the first phase. Unfortunately, bosses get iframes when they're doing like grab attacks. It's really fucking annoying. And you'll see more of that bullshit later. Finish him off with the moon. Oh, not quite. There we go.
Tarnished. Thy strength befits a crown.
This is the thing, is a remembrance of Horoloux, so was he just giving off the illusion of being Godfrey? Did he really believe he was Godfrey? But then again, he had the lion. It's weird. Yeah, at this point I'm just leveling Vigor, because I think I read that the scaling's really weird on the Vigor in that from like your base to 30, it's not really, or like base to 20, I think, it's not really that much of an improvement, but then like 20 to 40 is like the big improvement area. Oh god, the sun! Bandai Namco. Could you imagine? So yeah, it's the sort of, we find out that Radigan and Marika are pretty much the same person, I think, is that what's going on there? And I don't know if, like, it's implied that Radigan is the Elden Ring, or he's got, like, the rune in him, but, I don't know. It ain't easy being cheesy. Look at that. Can we reach... Ooh, just shy of 25,000 damage. It's ridiculous. Unfortunately, I spent the cheese, and we weren't done. So you can see, once again, we have the, like, infinite tree motif that is present in pretty much all of From Software's most recent games. Yeah, there's clearly something to it. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So I find this interesting, and obviously we have the Elden Beast here, and we're like, is this like a what's the word I'm looking for? Is this like a being of the Elden Ring, or is this more so like the spirit of the Erd Tree? Which you can see, like, it's kind of got roots. It like has a rooty sort of skeleton, and so that leads me to believe it's more of like a being of the Erd Tree. I mean, ultimately, yeah, I don't know. I like listening to the lore, but I'm not here to hunt it out, sort of thing. So yeah, there's a lot going on with this boss. There's just a lot happening. Unfortunately, we have to fight Radigan again. But my mentality going into it at this point is, okay, well, I'll save the cheese for the Elden Beast. So, yeah. That just means we actually have to fight Radigan proper. Which, as you'll see, is not as much fun as it sounds. I don't know if I forgot to summon my Mimic Tear, or if I went in with the mentality of just like, right, okay, well, I'll save Mimic Tear for the second boss as well. But that plan doesn't really go well. I kind of was wondering, just like, did he lock onto the Phantom there? Or was it just because, like, most things will just attack in your direction, they don't necessarily turn around. But I think he does that a couple of times, so I don't know. There have been cases of, like, bosses reacting to the phantoms, like the one you see here, and like getting hit by them, because they are essentially just NPCs, but like, you know, they're there to mimic the actions of players that are either currently there or have been there. So yeah, I don't know. And I do switch up my flask allocation, so if you're screaming about that, don't worry, it still happens. It doesn't happen for a little bit, but it does happen. The thing is, I keep saying to myself while I'm like in these fights, just like, shit, I need to change up my flask allocation because I'm not really using that much magic at the moment. You know, and the magic I am using, I'm hoping to kind of just get the infinite boost on. You know, Mimic Tear using a shrimp there. But yeah, I just kept forgetting, basically. I need a comparison about damage done with the moon debuff versus without. Hang on. Okay, there's about 100 damage more, because I think he hasn't got it on at the moment. Yeah, it's about 100 or so damage more. So, I guess it adds up. Especially because the Moonlight Greatsword is the majority magic damage. As far as I'm aware. Or is it half and half? I don't remember. I am going to try and stream more. Especially because I want to get this game done. I was thinking about the delay and the choppiness. And I was wondering because I had like my stream on... I don't know if you know, Twitch has like the stream manager where it brings up, your stream and then some options like play ads or clip or whatever. Sorry, my brain just stopped. Oh, and I actually stopped him from doing that attack. That was pretty cool. This is a cool attack. As annoying as it is, it's actually really cool. And I have to say, I know I was in the middle of saying something. To be honest, I've forgotten what I was talking about. The hammer that he's got, I'm wondering, it wouldn't be the hammer that was used to break the Elden Ring, would it? Because that would be some implication-ums. That would be some big story implication-ums. We got Mimicked here on less than half health. Yes, sorry, I was talking about stream jank. Yeah, so I used to have the stream manager up, which means I would essentially be watching the stream while I'm streaming, sort of thing, or at least my computer would have the stream going. I'm wondering, would that be causing stream issues? Do you reckon? As in, would that be causing the delay and everything? It's possible. Also, good lord, I just need to get more of that cheese off, and then we're golden. Like, if I can get that going, it's good. But that attack is some fresh bullshit. As far as I'm aware, this attack is fucking horseshit as well. Not the sword swings, just whatever this bullshit flying around me is. It can fuck right off. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, this boss doesn't get status effect. So you can't freeze, you can't bleed. As far as I'm aware, maybe you can do some like Scarlet Rot bullshit, I don't know. I might look that up. Tell you what, yeah, let's look that up now. If anyone's planning any cheese, here's the heads up. Sorry, I've been distracted by this, I've seen. Never done that to me. Hey, Killer74911012, how you doing? Welcome in. Just full transparency, this is pre-recorded footage that I'm just chatting over. It's recorded by me, I've not just stolen someone else's footage. But yeah, was trying to finish the game. Trying being the operative word there. Ooh, text from my boss, I get to work from home tomorrow, nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, annoyingly that's a grab attack, so he has iframes and that, the usual bullshit. But I have to say, Radigan's boss design... Did I already have a favourite boss design? I don't remember, but Radigan's boss design is very cool. I'm all about it. Oh yeah, shit, so... Elden Beast is strong against Holy and is immune to all status effects. That's some fucking horse shit. So yeah, I don't have Mimic Tear in this one, so I can't really do my magic cheese. Yeah, it's not a good start. And I'm just panic rolling. And I don't know why I'm moving away, like it's completely counterproductive unless I was planning on just using loads of magic, I don't know. I eventually learned to just roll towards, because this thing likes to make lots of distance and you need to make that up where you can. Kaboom! But then dodges. He's a dodgy boy. I don't know what the counter is to that one, I'll be honest. She dodging the swipe and the like after explosion, and that's death. See, I'm not sure what the counter is. I have to say, I feel like a lot of the late game bosses are very RNG based. They're very based. You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of just hoping that they don't do a certain attack that just seemingly has no counter. I mean, we eventually learned Melania's bullshit. And I do get to grips with... I just accidentally pressed the wrong button there. We do get to grips with Radigan's bullshit. It's just, it's trying to keep the Mimic Tear alive. Obviously, I don't have any heals or anything. It's a tough one. It's a tough balance. Of, you know... the Mimic Tear taking aggro while also making sure it doesn't get too much aggro and dies. I also found out the bullshit that this boss can parry magic attacks, so that just made things even more fun. That was a very poor attempt. To be fair, it wasn't good from the start. Like, pressing the wrong button at the gate, I was like, that was an omen that this was destined to fail. Yeah, I'm thinking this weekend I might actually do a properly stream. So I think I had remembered that... why? Piss off. Yeah, I think I'd remembered that I'd seen Mimic Tear use the shrimp to get like damage resistance. I don't know if it actually works on the Mimic Tear or not, but I was like, well, what if I just load in a bunch of items and it will use them? I feel like this turns out to be counterproductive. I mainly just want the Mimic Tier to be attacking. I mean, the Warming Stone might have been a good idea, but I don't know. Why didn't that go away? There we go. Yeah, as I was saying, this weekend I might do an actual stream of me playing the game. Since, I mean, it clearly, you know, the stream will just delay and be janky anyway, so I may as well be playing at the same time. And I don't know what the issue is. It's something I'm going to have to try and look into. I don't know if it's something that a lot of people have experienced, or maybe I need to contact Twitch about it. My internet isn't bad, by any stretch. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, I kind of learned that rolling away seems to be counterproductive. I don't know, it might be just muscle memory from maybe like Dark Souls 3. I tend to do a lot of rolling away when I really need to be doing rolling towards. Oh, and yeah, that was actually really good at the Mimic Tier to use that. I wonder if it's worth keeping that in when I next attempt. Yeah, Mimic Tier just stands in that. GG. I mean, yeah, I'm saying planning on stream, you know, doing proper streams. I do like this format. I think people just want to see like reactions as much as, you know, the gameplay. But again, I'm not doing face cam, so it's not like they're really getting too much of the reaction side. I don't know. So yeah, I think in this one I try to go magic heavy. See how I get with that. I don't think I get particularly far. I hadn't taken the potion to try the cheese. It was just to get more magic, or, you know, I get the damage boost. The damage is good. Like, that volley was 2,000 damage. I don't know what the HP of the Elden Beast is. I wonder if I can jump that. I reckon I could jump that. Because I watched Zuli's video on the hitbox when you jump, and the lower half of your character's body gets iframes during the jump. Not the whole body, just the bottom half. I reckon you could jump that. So I'm gonna try. I'll have to try that next time. I don't know how long the iframes last. I might have to watch that video again and see. Zoli might have gone over how many iframes there are. I think I'd try again to fight Radigan without the Mimic Tear. So yeah, he can parry your magic, which is very annoying. It's frustrating watching it back, seeing like I'm rolling away and just being like, no, you need to roll either towards or to the side, to really kind of get around a lot of the attacks. It's what they've got in Reach, they don't particularly make up for in like turning around. At least that's what I experienced. Ah, yes, so I try and go Moonveil Katana and Cold Uchi Katana just to see how well it goes. Obviously, I used it against Melania for stacking both Bleed and Frost. Radigan takes Frost. I don't think he takes Bleed. I'll load that one up. Ugh. It's actually quite nice being able to look things up during stream. Obviously, it doesn't help me, you know, this is pre-recording, it's not helping me here, but... Yeah, so he's strong against Frostbite, Scarlet Rot and Poison. He's actually immune to Bleed, which is unfortunate. Neutral to Fire, so there you go. If you can use Fire, it's a pretty good option. My guess would be like, because it would be like weak to the Flame of Frenzy or something. Sorry, got distracted texting instead of streaming. But yeah, so Radigan is pretty much immune to Bleed anyway. It's kind of mental to have a final boss immune to status effects. I guess it's to curb, because they probably knew that there would be a lot of status effect stuff going on in the game. So I guess it was just to kind of curb that stuff for the final boss. Feels weird, like you're basically denying a lot of builds. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bitch. It's quite possible. Likely even. Yeah, Radigan doesn't really give you a lot of chance to attack. I saw the thing on Twitter that IGN did saying about the person who did Elden Ring hitless in like a couple of hours or something. And loads of people just like, you know, shitting, like, making shitty comments. Don't really know why. I guess because someone was better at the game than them, or I don't know. Like, I made a tweet a while ago saying that I don't really get speedrunning. Like, it feels weird to me to want to play the game, or like get so good at the, not really even good, but like know enough about the game, the systems, the glitches, to the point where you don't need to play the game anymore. It felt like, it's weird to me, but obviously I understand that, you know, people like different things, and if it makes them happy and they have fun, then that's cool, and, you know, more power to them. But yeah, some people were really fucking salty about it. Couldn't be me. So yeah, the katana play is definitely has a bigger focus on pulling aggro. So it just has more opportunity to do that. Yeah, I took off the prayer flame or whatever it's called. Because it scaled with faith rather than intelligence. I mean, we're getting by purely on cheese at the moment. But I'd really like to see if I can get the hyper beam cheese fully pulled off on this boss. I mean, on that first attempt, pretty much got it down to like 75% health, if maybe even lower. So if I can pull that off, you know, pretty much good. If I can pull that off and Mimic Tear still be alive. Especially so it can tank this, because this is just a fucking horseshit attack that I hate. I mean, we're looking at mid-tier levels of health here, I feel like. The range of attacks this boss has as well is pretty nutty. there's not much room for failure in that attack. Yeah, I think it's the point where I realise, yeah, I need to be shifting them flasks about. And yeah, that just feels like there's no counter to that. Don't you hate it when you accidentally move your mouse and the video player comes up? So yeah, I think the methodology came back of, oh, I'll try without the mimics here. What could go wrong? Everything. Everything could go wrong. Apart from that, that went pretty good. You get some good hitbox porn in this game. Yeah, this is where I get a bit more aggressive and start rolling around. Apart from that, which was just the biggest fucking mistake. Have I still not changed the flasks around yet? Yeah, the parry bullshit gets old pretty quick. Well, so far this one's one of the more better runs. Almost made it out. That was just a shit roll. Mildly distracted with work. Manager texted to say which no one else would be in the office, may as well work from home, but we've had a temp in, and I don't know if they have the key and know the codes. So may have comfy day tomorrow, may not, who knows. Only time will tell. Having this work drama while I'm, past me is getting wrecked. Going back to the katana route. To give that a go. To be fair, it's pretty baseless. Probably better off doing Dark Moon Greatsword, to be honest. Just for the damage output. And I mean, the range attack is alright. But I don't know how I've gone this long without changing the flasks about either. Obviously, watching back, probably a good shout anyway, just to kind of learn from mistakes and whatnot. Jesus. I mean, that, like, almost entirely surrounded him. I don't know how I was supposed to evade that. So yeah, just get rid of all the items the Mimic Tear might be using. I keep the Prawn on, because I don't know if that does increase its damage resistance or not. Good job, Dimitri. You're doing good. So yeah, the boss has iframes from the grab attacks, so there's no point in me attacking though. Some runs are just born better than others. So yeah, we give up with the katanas again. And yeah, Darkmoon Greatsword. So we keep just the Greatsword on. So my plan of attack was just have the Greatsword, so the Mimic tier would just use the Greatsword, and then when we get into the Elden Beast, there's a good bit of time between Radagon dying and then the Elden Beast, or the next cutscene playing for the Elden Beast to spawn. In that time, I would try and equip the staff, so then I can attempt the cheese, but the Mimic tier wouldn't use the staff, because I don't know why the Mimic tier just trying to use the staff kind of fucks things up a bit. I mean, I felt like that dodge was on point, but I guess not. Oh, you dodged the first part of the attack, but what about the second part? Ooh. I mean, also that's just some horseshit. I feel like he shouldn't turn in that attack, but, you know. Radagon just does whatever he feels like. So at this point, I should have been switching to my staff, but I guess I hadn't thought of that yet. Obviously, me watching now, I know what I should have done, but I guess the neutrons in my brain just hadn't quite triggered yet. In my small Mima brain. So I don't know how to feel about the music for this section. It feels too soft, like it feels like it should be more epic. I know the Radagon music is plenty epic, but I don't know. Feels like, you know, music for fighting a bit more of a serene creature, whereas this feels like not necessarily a chaotic being, but definitely some sort of celestial being that should have some epic music to it, but what? Who am I to say? Nearly got fucked. I'll say the only problem with the like hyper beam cheese is I'm crouching for some reason. is the boss just moving about. It would be very difficult to get a point where it is stationary for a significant enough amount of time. I pressed the wrong button and I paid for it. Just double check that I've got as many flasks as I can. I mean, there are still golden seeds that I need to get. But I think this is just what we've got for the moment. I don't actually know how many golden seeds I've got. So yeah, I go for the boosted magic attack and damage resistance. Honestly, the temporary damage resistance does basically nothing. You know, I'm trying out some different stuff. I'm at least trying to increase, you know, my chances. I remember what I was looking for there. Yeah, next time I do this, I should make some fire pots to throw. If Redigan's like neutral to fire damage, it could be alright. There you go. Magic seems to do good enough. Obviously you can like parry it, which is very annoying, but so that's shit run. But, you know, we're getting there, we're getting there. Fucking rip-off. Yeah, it's the very good thing about the Dark Moon Greatsword is that does a lot of posture damage. Even the ranged R2 attack. Definitely does more than, I think, the Moon Veil R2. kind of sucks that, or at least it feels like, no matter what kind of build you're running. I mean, I'm doing like what, near 1,000 damage per hit, something like that. We'll see on the next hit, but we're doing like good damage per hit. But the boss's health is just so monumental. It's definitely got the Medea effect on it. Also, I saw the warming stone back there. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Mimic Tear's still in the game, but just barely. Yeah, it's about 800 per hit. Which for a lot of bosses would be a fairly significant amount of damage, but it just feels like it's almost nothing against this. I mean, I see them chunks. They're pretty decent. Also, hello, Matt. Hello, Boss Arena Edge. A happy fuck off to you. Yeah, I fuck up on that attack a couple of times. To everyone's annoyance. And you, like, the damage drop off once the Moonlight Greatsword Asher War runs out is just ridiculous. Also, yeah, this weird divine orb attack is just some horse shit and I hate it. That's all I'll say about that. I made the mistake. I pressed the wrong button and put my greatsword away. If you put it away, the Moonlight Greatsword Asher War just goes off, which is very annoying. Still rolling away. Shouldn't be doing that. I mean, that just felt unfair. One thing that I found quite interesting was the Godskin duo do have some elements of input detection, because they will usually, if they're not doing an attack, they will usually without fail, once you press the button to drink a flask, they'll throw a fireball at you. I mean, I guess most like bosses and enemies in Souls games have some form of input detection, because they will punish bad heals and all that, but I don't know. A lot of people find that frustrating, which I can see. I just had a thought. Could you imagine if Radagon rewarded souls as well as the Elden Beast? Like, if you could reliably get your runes during the Elden Beast fight, you could probably amass a shit ton of runes. With fat level ups. That just sucked. Quickly run over to the warming stone, get some healing on. A small amount. An acceptable amount. Good job, mate. Good job. Yeah, you like that shrimp? Yeah, you enjoy that? Yeah, I definitely... There is... You absolutely need to take the items off the hotbar because the Mimic tier just uses them for no fucking reason. I'd like to say I do it here, but clearly I'm just like, no, go back into boss, try again. Oh, no, hang on. Brain cells might have just been grown. And Ben developed 3 more brain cells that day. Again, try without the mimic tier. Radigan just kind of stands there for a hot minute, which is fine with me. Honestly, not the worst attempt. One thing a lot of people do find frustrating, and it's kind of a criticism that I sort of agree with, is that a lot of the bosses are built around, you know, the belief that you're going to be using summons. You know, they have a lot of AoE attacks and a lot of high damaging attacks to get through the summons tankiness. Kind of sucks, to be honest. A lot of people aren't going to be wanting to use the summons. Feels like you're putting them at a massive disadvantage. I guess that's their own... Yeah, people do their own self-imposed difficulty, which I guess that would be a part of. I don't know. Yeah, I think that attempt I had done gave me a bit of confidence to try and be more aggressive. You like to see it. He was absolutely on full track mode against me. That sucked. And that sucked even more. That was some horseshit. I lined up with the music pretty well. Yeah, I was just attacking, just like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you very much. One thing I will know is I'm not sure that when you do the R2 attack, I'm not sure that damage is received from the actual blade itself. I think it's all the beam damage. I could be wrong. But that's the sense I get. One thing I was thinking about, because I mentioned earlier that, you know, during the gap between Radigan dying and the cutscene for the Elden Beast to spawn. I could switch to my staff. And I kind of wish there was like a favorites thing that you could use, so that you weren't having to flick through the menu of all your weapons. Because there isn't a like chest system in this where you can just store stuff, like weapons you're not using and whatnot. To make navigating your inventory easier in stressful moments. You're very much just having to rely on knowing where the item is and having enough time to get it. I don't know if there's some form of like inventory sorting that you can use for that. I'll have a look. Maybe there is a favourite system and I just don't know about it. Speed. Not gonna lie, this thing constantly like swimming about does make this a really annoying boss to fight. Again, have no idea how you counter that move. That's a bad dodge. That was a pretty good run as well. Down to half health. That was just me checking what level I was, just like, I'm like a good enough level to do this, right? I don't know if it would have been worth me using some rune arcs. Not too sure. I think at this point I'm just like, right, you know what, fuck this. I accidentally opened that menu. I meant to open the Wondrous Physics. I was like, fuck this. We're going back to the good old cheese. We live by the cheese, we die by the cheese. And plus I was just like, you know, if there's any way to finish this playthrough, it has to be cheese. There's just no other way. So yeah, we lean into the cheese, and I kind of mess about with how quickly I can get to the staff. And it's definitely easier from the bottom, only takes like a couple of seconds to grab the staff, which will definitely give me enough time. Yeah, it's difficult getting a hot second to power up my sword. But there it is. I gotta help Mimics here, it's in trouble. Hey Radigan, how about you fuck right off? Are you coming for me? I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I think I just mistimed the dodge, only just. Yeah, we're able to quite consistently deal frost damage to Radigan now. I think having the frost status effect might make the boss take more damage. I'm not too sure on that, don't quote me. Uh-oh. Yes, Mimic 2! Oh shit. Yeah, did not see that one coming, but I'm determined to get it in. Yeah, I pissed about too long. I panicked. Couldn't get the staff in time. I might get it here. Yeah. So obviously now we just need to avoid fire. And boss does not have much inclination to stand still. Not to mention that Mimic Tear is down, so I just kind of stood there and just took it because I knew I was basically fucked at that point. But even still, we got it down to like three quarters, maybe even 2/3 health, just from one attack. So that definitely emboldened me to try the strategy again, a bit more refined. Oh yeah, and to boost the damage on I decided, you know what, fuck it. We're going with the Azor's Crown. I toy with the idea of going full Malekith armor, but I think I like the way this looks, and I don't want to. I want to have as good of armor as possible, so I can at least resist as much damage as I can. Because, oh boy. I kind of hate that you have to do this transition every time. Like, first you blind me, then you have to maybe skip a cutscene. It just feels annoying. There aren't many FromSoft games where they have a cutscene at the start of the boss fight every time. I'm trying to think of any others. Coming up blank. That being said, I'm not thinking too hard about it. Because that's just not how we roll. Annoyingly, yeah, he has iframes getting up, which I don't think a lot of bosses do have. Maybe they do, I'm not sure. Here we go, we get the staff. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, the camera movement on that is really annoying. Makes it really difficult to just even move in a straight line. Oh god, yeah. That was annoying. But we managed to get a decent amount of damage in. That's much too far away to pull that off. That just does ridiculous damage to Mimic Tear. Somehow pull that off. Don't know how. Yeah, and he does this crap. I reckon must trigger at about half health. And I don't know how to reliably dodge it. It's just a grand nuisance. benefited next to nothing from that heal. The thing I was pissing about with spells there. Take the opportunity to boost the sword. It still has the debuff. Going through my heals. Press the wrong button. I realised that running at it is the most reliable way to just dodge all that damage. That was a running R2, which I didn't mean to do. This was a new attack, I think. Somehow dodged it. Starter was trying to screw me. If I had the chance to boost my sword, I would be doing... I'd be much further ahead, let's put it that way. But I cannot power up my sword at this point. I am out of magic completely. Pulls off this, which is an even bigger version of the circle explosion. I survive it somehow. I think I just panic at this point. Yeah, and what it was, I rolled away into the flame. I probably could have done with rolling forwards, but that was unfortunately how that run ended, and that was my best run. And I believe that was my last for the evening. Which is a shame, but proof of concept, it can be done. Most of the damage was done through cheese, and then it's just determination at that point. But yeah, that's where my attempts ended for the evening. It was a good run. And I say I'll try and play more this weekend to hopefully finish the game. The last boss is a tough one, so I'll have to, just gotta keep trying. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate everyone chilling out, hanging out with me. Like I say, I'll probably be on at the weekend, actually playing the game this time. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thanks everyone again. I'll catch you all soon. Bye for now.